Welcome to Politically Correctish. I'm Caleb.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Steven. We're here to talk about nothing at all.
For an extended period of time.
Yes. So, how's your guys' day going? We're recording on
On a Friday.
Friday.
Lovely Veterans Day.
Lovely Veterans
Wonderful
Day.
Veterans Day. It's a good day, actually.
It is.
Nice and wintry outside.
Not terrible. It's like
But
33.
It's above freezing.
It's above freezing for once.
Therefore,
Crazy.
you don't wear a coat.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
how it works.
Basically. That is how it works.
And, no, it's been good. School's fun.
Yeah. Oh, surprisingly, no. Not. Wait, I might actually do have homework.
When do we not?
True enough.
So everyone's just been like, oh, I can't believe it's a 3-day weekend. It's been our first break in months. And I'm just sitting here like, I've got like 2 essays and a lot of to do over the week. The weekend.
There's a lot of people that go to college, though. There's the people that go to college and
party.
And then there's the people who actually, want to get educated.
Points at us.
Or the people that just shenanigans and
Shenanigans.
make podcasts.
I think, this is just, something we do in our brief amounts of free time. It's not like we party every night and
No.
are doing stupid
The
things.
only parties I've gone to are parties with band.
I've gone
And there's a party is we go
Yeah,
and play
yeah,
board games
a
and
band
watch
party.
Airplane.
where we eat burgers and then play Super Smash Bros.
Oh, man.
That sounds amazing.
I mean, it's a good party, but it's a rare occasion.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
Super Smash
What
Bros.
parties do you go to?
I have gone to no parties.
It's 'cause it's
I'm
Steven.
proud of that. I don't like parties.
Well, like
I can go to parties, it's all fine, but like, why would I have so much homework?
yeah,
Dude,
it's like you choose. It's like, oh, do I wanna go and have a social life, have fun, possibly meet people, or do I wanna just flunk out of college?
There's so many people that are like, you want to go do something? I'm like, no, I have homework.
Yeah. It's
annoying.
There's people that are surprised when I don't go do things because I have homework.
Yeah. They're just like,
And it kind of boggles me. And there's people that I know that it's not like me, like they themselves have to pay for their education. And so I don't understand it when they want to just skip school.
yeah, just waste it.
They're wasting it because they don't even appreciate something they pay for. Because there's people who, I understand the kids that aren't paying for it, and I'm one of those people.
As am I, surprisingly.
same.
And, they don't have to pay for their college, and they waste it. And I kind of understand that because they don't see the true value because they don't have any skin in it, so to say.
Yeah.
Like, they're just there. But then there's the kids who are paying for it themselves
And still waste
and
it.
still wasting it. And it blows me away because they're spending the money, and I don't waste it because it's a valuable thing, and I'm not going to waste someone else's money.
Yeah.
But they're spending the money and still wasting it, and it blows me. And it's kind of like people who don't have a lot of money and then they go out to eat all the time,
Teacher,
Yeah.
and they're just wasting money.
teacher.
Go ahead and speak.
it blows you. You said that about 3 times.
It blows me away.
You said that about 3 times without saying it blows me away. You said it blows me.
That's quite
It
amusing.
blows me.
Just
Blows
every
me
day.
away.
Every day.
Every day is blows.
Let's get into the.
Scoot into frame.
You're so weird. These people.
Kids these days.
Kids. Yes.
Oh my god.
Kids.
No. Like, what do you consist of not paying for it yourself? Do you mean like loans, or do you mean like?
I mean,
just
I count loans as paying for it because you're paying for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying and I don't count scholarships as
Paying
having
for
it pay for it because that's something you earned
Yeah.
or tried to get. I'm saying if you have a parent who wants you to not have loans and they're paying for your education, you should appreciate that and work for it. But I understand more when someone in that case doesn't try at school than when someone is taking out loans or has scholarship money and they have to do stuff to keep the scholarship money, or they're paying out of pocket or they're paying part of it and have
Yeah,
loans.
and
I don't
just
understand
waste
how those people can waste it when they have so much money into something. I mean, it's like
It's
You're
like
literally-
investing, but then just throwing it away, just investing it into the garbage
You're
can.
literally just throwing money. away.
Yeah,
And
and it doesn't really make sense. I understand that. I'm kind of in the same boat of.
Okay, then I'll change my answer. Then I'm paying for it and also not.
Do you have loans in your name?
Yes,
Okay.
half and half. So
Okay.
ish, around that much. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, my parents are paying for my education, and then my goal is to pay for my kids. So
Dude, same. I want to have kids that don't have to pay for their own education. I want
Yeah.
them.
My goal is to go land on Mars. No, I'm just kidding. just
Well,
leave this planet. Leave this.
I feel like
place.
every parent wants their kids to do better than them.
oh yeah,
And I think the way to do that is to give them more opportunities, and one of that is not having them have college debt, which
oh yeah,
means that when they graduate, if you help them correctly, you know, they did a major that they enjoy, but also helps them get a job, and they can make money, and they don't have to pay debt, and so they start off,
and continue going in a good direction.
and then they can pay for their kids' college, and it's a trickle up, not a trickle down.
Yeah,
Are you saying that lesbian dance theory and liberal arts majors are not real majors?
I'm saying that majors that don't have a good job potential are not the most useful.
same thing with music
No.
majors. Very sadly, very.
The
sadly.
only useful, I mean, I love music.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
music. I spend a lot of time doing music in my free time. But, you know,
It's just so sad that you can't really do a living anymore,
you can't primarily make a living doing music.
Yeah, because
or anything
Now,
else.
you could
near
do
that.
music education, which I have tons of respect for because you're teaching kids music, and that's a wonderful thing.
Oh yeah,
And I think people should do music because it's a great thing for your brain. It's really fun. It's a great way to express yourself. It challenges you.
yeah. It's probably like one of the most like fulfilling and like generally positive things you can do really ever with anything, because your brain it works so well with your brain. It's a real workout of your brain because it uses both sides, and then it's also creative.
It's creative, but also following a set of fundamentals that music has. And
yeah,
so,
with like math fractions, it actually is very interesting because you got the rhythms, which are fractions of
And
one,
keys.
and keys, but you don't gotta worry about that drum person.
I do in guitar though, so
True enough.
I do have to worry about keys.
And you don't do music.
Well, I
I used
used
to do
to,
percussion.
so I understand the whole thing.
You
But
were a drummer boy.
I was a percussionist. Yes, I actually did trumpet
You
before.
percussion
But you did
Nazis.
trumpet?
I did trumpet before. Okay, so my funny story for a band. It's not really funny. It's just a sad, depressing, like how I went through music. I had a garbage music teacher. In my opinion, anyways. I don't like. Again, garbage music teachers for quite a while. So I ended up with, to begin with, I was on percussion because I was like, oh, this is fun. And I got bored of that because my teacher didn't teach for percussion. They taught for like flute and all those
Winds and things.
winds and things. I never had a true percussion teacher till high school, and so all throughout like middle school till like sixth grade. I don't know. It was not through middle school, but like through beginning band till about sixth grade or whatever. I was in percussion. And then I switched over to trumpet because I thought, oh, I'll just get more attention this way. No, I hated it. It was terrible. It was garbage. Trumpet players are jerks. They're just the worst people. I have a trumpet player brother. I can say this.
Same.
That way I can.
Although he switched to tuba and
I played trumpet.
I played trumpet.
But now he plays French horn too.
I played trumpet.
Yeah.
It was not the best experience, and then finally I switched back to percussion the last year. But there was just this jerk kid who got away with more than he should have.
It was always one of those. It's really annoying.
Oh, it was terrible because he had like and the reason he did was because he's got a mental problem or whatever. You know, he's mentally slow or whatever. You know, and it's like oh, he's got it. You can't. He's got a mental disability. You can't get mad at him. You can't say, oh, don't do that. And everyone in school hated this because he knew. So he was doing things that purposefully he could get away with. He purposefully like was a jerk to people. Like did all these things that normal people wouldn't get away with. And he got away with it. And it was the worst in band because he was also in percussion. But all he did was just like beat the bass drum like on the first beat of every measure. Didn't learn any music. It's just baloney.
In all honesty, that kind of is what bass drum is like 5th and 6th grade. It's just on one boosh.
Yeah, but
boosh,
here's the thing.
Boosh.
That's not what it is in college.
No.
True. But like, this is 8th grade. But like, not 6th grade. But it's still the same. But like, there was actual music with it. There wasn't just like, oh. Yeah. And I'm just like, everyone in the school hated this kid by the end of the year. We all had a plan to just like beat him up after graduation. Even mental disability and all. We're just like, we don't like you. You're a jerk.
Told me about this.
Yes, I did. I told you about this. It's like he was a jerk to everyone, and it's like, why? And that was that. But overall, I didn't have any percussion teacher till like. Bar, yeah. And so, well, not bar, but, bar, we can say bar.
So, that was your middle school band experience, my middle school band experience. We flew to California twice for competitions. I'm like,
It was just schmancy.
What?
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh
it was a lot of fun.
gosh. Yeah, no, we switched band teachers like 4 times. I started with one band teacher. They left or got switched with another one. Then that one left and switched with another one. And then we had like an array of subs for a while. And then we finally had one more teacher. And it's just, oh my gosh. It's so annoying.
Understandable.
It was the worst experience. And so I went into high school to go play percussion with
me.
Negative experience on percussion. I knew how to hit a drum. That's it.
In all honesty,
the worst.
which is kind of sad, is that usually the people who aren't really all that like good get percussion because it's only one thing that they gotta worry about.
Well, and that's like beginner, like that's like
no,
in 7th and 8th
all the way
grade,
through like 7th and 8th grade. Yeah.
In 7th and 8th grade, like the kids who don't really have musical talents go into percussion. I'm not saying that's always how it is, but it happens frequently.
You want to hear a joke about drummers?
No.
How do you know? How do you know if the stage is flat?
If a drummer's falling over?
No, if there's drool coming out of both sides, that's percussionist smell.
Oh my gosh.
But definitely in like, especially at our high school, if you weren't serious about drumming, you weren't allowed to do it.
Yeah,
and so
serious about drumming? That sounds super dorky.
It does sound.
It sounds really.
If you're not serious about drumming, you can't do this.
Hey guys, listen. If you're not so good about drumming, listen. You better just leave right now. You're just not accepted in our community. We'll beat you up, kid. But
a hazing thing.
It's
in
hazing.
Middle school percussion.
No, this isn't middle school. This is high school. We're saying.
But still, hazing in high school.
I wish okay, fun fact. Our high school code said that you couldn't haze or bully people. I hated that rule. There were like at least 18 kids I would have hazed so hard. Why? Because they were jerks to people. Oh my gosh, some people. I was this close. Like I'm not like physically fit. Well, not. I'm not tough. I don't have like good muscles. No,
not durable.
He's not a durable human.
He's a glass cannon.
He's got like one fire. He's done.
No. It's like I'm skinny. I'm like not. I'm not beefy. But anyways, so back to what I'm saying is like I was this close to just wailing on this kid. Oh my gosh, such a jerk. Oh. Have you ever had those people?
Yeah, I really hated a guy in high school. Ugh, he just like he was the one person that I will say that I hate or hated. Like,
Oh.
it's not something I do often.
Oh.
Or really ever. But there's definitely always one guy that's just like, no, you need to die. Come talk to me again, I'll punch you in the face.
That escalated quite quickly from, oh, I hate this guy, you need to die.
I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Well, no, if you look at my
That was
hands.
a terrible pun. Stop it. Get some help.
Get,
Do it for MJ.
you need to die.
No, but there
There's
was
always one of those. Ugh.
there was one time in like what was it? It was like
Shopping
fourth
carts.
grade. It's like fourth grade. Some jerk kept. I was on the basketball team. I used to be physically active back before high school because I was in sports.
day.
Because I was in sports and everything, and I actually did those regularly. But then I didn't do that in high school because I don't know, edgy 13-year-old. I don't know.
Same.
That's basically it.
I did sports in middle school too. So.
I did like all the way up through 8th grade. I did at least 2 sports,
And then it stopped.
and then it just stopped because I was like,
It's like,
I could get hurt now.
there's better things to do.
There's
more fun things.
There's
to
more
do.
fun things to do. Yes, like get a car and build a car and drive a car
And car things.
and video games and all these different things. Math,
Magic.
Actual.
Yeah,
Like
I went
act-
from playing with balls to playing with cards.
That sounded so bad. Anyways, but like back in 4th grade, I was actually somewhat physically fit, so I was like playing basketball with some of my friends from the team and everything, playing horse. This jerk just kept running up, taking the ball and like swatting it out of the court and everything because it was a chain linked court area thing. So he grabbed it and threw it out of the chain link area. So someone had to go and get it, and by that time it was halfway across the playground, and you had first graders and second graders like fighting over it to the death. It was terrible. So what you had to do is come in as like America for in the Korean War and just swoop in and crush these kids and take the ball, ruin their life, ruin their dreams. That's what you had to do, and he was a jerk for it. And I may be over exaggerating this to make it sound like I was a good person, but what I did is I was like, hey, let's do something. So I got my friends to do it. I'm like, okay, next time he tries to take it, what we're all gonna do is we're all gonna get in a line, and as he goes to grab it, because he always grabbed it when it fell down through the hoop, through the basket. So we were like, okay, we're just gonna surround him kind of, and all just charge at him and punch all at the same time. One of us gets the gut. One of us gets we had designated areas. Most of it, 2 of us went for the gut. The other guy went for the back. It was the best thing ever. We went, plan executed, perfect. He hit the ground. It was hilarious. We were all triumphantly like, yes, we have stopped the fiend who is ruining lives. And when it got over, he went and complained to the teacher, and we were just like, hey.
It was only one.
It was only one.
Only once.
It was only once, number 1. Number 2, he was being a jerk about it, and we explained it. And the teacher was like, oh, I'm going to have to call your parents if you don't. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. And basically I ended up feigning actual sorrow and empathy for this kid. I felt nothing. I was devoid of any sort of remorse for that. He deserved that.
Isn't that regular, just not feeling anything?
Yeah.
Typical Steven.
Yeah, generally.
Typical Steven.
Genuinely, but that's my story of the one time I actually ended up just decking some kid with some friends.
Oh,
It was amazing.
I've gotten close, but not that far.
Oh, that was the best time ever.
Dude, I used to fight with this one kid all the time in middle school.
Oh man.
And he was way bigger than me. I don't know why.
Well, way bigger than you? Huh, how is this possible?
Remember when I was a little boy?
Remember when you were skinny?
When I was
Twig.
I used to
Twig? Yeah.
I used to be really skinny. 8th grade, I probably weighed 110 pounds.
I weighed more than you at that point. That's crazy. Oh man, I don't even feel bad about being skinny. You were worse. What were you, anorexic?
I was just a skinny kid. And
That's bulimic, sorry.
Doesn't really matter. They're both eating disorders.
yeah, well, And
you just
we
didn't
used,
eat?
We used to fight all the time, and I never understood why. Because we were both kind of.
Was he?
Was he?
I can't. Okay. You.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. And we were both kind of like outcasty kind of kids. Like, we didn't really fit in.
Surprise.
And for some reason, we fought with each other. We ended up becoming friends.
That's
Nice.
usually how it is.
And I mean, then I moved. It was kind of sad. I wish I was still friends with him.
And that's actually like a very
But it was nice because we became pretty good friends and hung out with each other.
that's a very interesting thing though. People
we
with
we
similar
used to fight
like
all the time, and
butting heads, but there's like, oh, you're kind of cool. Let's continue with this relationship.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna
And then
beat
also,
the crap out of you, and then you're gonna beat the crap out of me, and then we're just gonna lay there and laugh our asses off. It's like, sure.
high school, I did cross country though for 2 years,
Oh.
and then I stopped hating myself. And I
But
also
you still like work out daily.
I didn't like being skinny because let's see, sophomore year of high school, we had like 150 pounds.
Oh man, I still weighed more.
Maybe you're just dense.
Well, actually, sophomore year, yeah, I still would weigh more.
And so I started.
You're just dense.
That's like my current weight is like 150, 160 around there.
I was around there sophomore year.
Yeah,
And then I started working out a bit. Then I weigh a bit more now.
a bit more.
A bit.
Just a bit.
Just
About-
like
about
250
50 pounds more.
200 and some odd.
Pretty casual.
Pretty casual. 50
Casual
pounds.
50
Casual 50 pounds.
Casual 50 pounds. Most people try to lose weight.
I'm trying to get. Yeah.
Tries to gain weight.
Sure enough.
So I've come a long way
Oh my
From
gosh.
from like 110 pounds to.
from someone you could pick up and beat people with to a thing that just who's doing the picking up. So what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm going home.
I'm sort of going home.
He's
'Cause
moving his home to where he is.
No, that's what I'm doing for Christmas.
Okay.
No, for Thanksgiving I'm just gonna. Go
How will
home.
Santa know where you are? Where to deliver the presents?
We all know Santa's not real.
What?
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go see my mom, which is much closer because it's 2 hours of driving, not
Gosh, not 5.
not
afterward.
7.
What?
Not 5.
No, it's about 7.
7.
No, it's about 5.5. No, you can get there in 5.
Where? Yeah, 5. You can get there in 4 and 4.5 if you really try.
Actually, if the roads are clear with, you can get
If the roads are clear and
4.5
you
is
disregard the speed limits, you
no,
can get there at
you-
4:30.
You can get there in 4.5 by following speed limits. That's it.
And where are you going?
I'm going.
Gotcha. I'm going back home.
It's like an hour and 40.
I'm flying out. Ooh. You want to give me a ride to the airport?
Yeah, I can do that. When?
The the Monday before.
The Monday?
Because I don't have anything on Tuesday.
I love how we reference.
I don't think I have anything on Tuesday. Actually, I don't have anything on Tuesday. But Monday,
I'll pay you $10.
would it be after bed?
It'd be like
I'm assuming after
my
bed.
flight is at like
Do we even have band that day?
6. No, we don't, because we're basically done.
Back to what we're doing.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. I'm
He
going
actually
home.
has a girlfriend. Which
Yes.
is cool.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
1 out of 3 of
Requires
us.
actually talking to women,
Crazy.
which is hard to do. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
You can't lie about that. There's like it's like 1/3 of all men actually end up actually
Like single.
asking girls. and things.
Which is funny because
1/3?
there's
Yeah.
such a stereotype.
It's like something like that.
There's such a stereotype for men asking the girl,
Yeah.
and yet most men are scared to ask girls.
Yeah, it's
It's so terrifying.
It is.
It's absolutely terrifying.
truth.
I concur.
It is probably like the worst thing ever.
Second to getting kicked in the balls. That is worse than childbirth. It's been rated.
True enough.
Yes, I have an EMT friend, and he has learned this, that it is actually much more painful to be kicked in the balls than to give birth.
But like birth is over a longer period of time.
Yeah.
No,
It's a
they ranked it overall.
I don't
like,
think getting kicked in the balls is as bad as giving birth.
No,
I
it-
don't know what
it
giving
is.
birth was like.
they've
I've been kicked in the balls. Okay.
And that was
It's-
slightly, right? It was like full power shin.
It was a medium power.
Okay.
like
I'd say.
here's the
Yeah.
thing. They've done scientific studies and found this. You can't argue that.
But like I definitely feel like birth is just a more like a strong pain that's lasting for like 24 hours as compared to getting kicked in the nuts, which is like an hour of extreme pain. If that makes sense.
I get what you're saying.
Right?
Sure, I get what you're saying.
I feel like a sustained pain is worse, even though it might be similar pain levels.
I don't think so.
I'd rather have a temporary extreme pain than a sustained
Oh yeah.
pain. That's where C-sections are wonderful because they're over in like.
Yeah, but you
10,
also
15
get
minutes.
you gotta get chopped open.
Yeah, but it's not that bad.
Remember, guys, it's just.
It's just we totally have experience in this.
Yes, we do.
We totally are gonna have to experience this
I've
in our
given
lives.
birth.
I've birthed a bean.
I was having a conversation with.
Oh, what?
I birthed a bean.
I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and they made a joke about like being or like somehow they related being a woman relates to having a child or giving birth. Or no, they said like women have children, and they're like, yeah, you're not a woman until you have a child.
So it's just one
And so they're like,
sex
and so they're
until
like,
birth.
I haven't had a child yet, so I'm undecided on whether or not.
That's.
It was a dumb conversation, but
But it sounds amazing. That doesn't seem logical, but
It's not.
It's not logical at all, but it was funny.
It's. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that's similar to the whole like. Oh wow, the Mother's Day thing? There was a lot of people pushing for this whole like.
Parents' Day.
No. Screw men. It was this whole.
Yeah, why would we ever do anything for men?
Yeah, no. It
True
was
enough.
it was this whole idea of like, all women, not just mothers. Just women.
Women's
who-
Day.
Women's Day. Yes, basically what it
If we have a
was.
Women's Day, we need a Man's Day.
No, but screw men. They do nothing.
That- No. Yeah, Man's Day is Father's Day because you're not a man until you
Father. So there's undecided and then fathering a child. That's
Oh
what
my
makes you a man.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, sure.
Same with
Wait, what do you? What's,
same with women.
yeah, what's the name for the people that are undecided that they're not men or
I don't
women
know.
yet?
I don't want to delve into that because it's
I'm
confusing.
curious. I just, can we
It's
have
such
like
a
a term?
Such a confusing topic.
Can we get a term?
It's
I
so
think it's non-binary.
It's confusing because it doesn't make sense.
What about?
I mean, people think differently. I'm okay with that.
Well,
But they're wrong.
No, they're not wrong. They can feel weird.
No, I'm sorry.
Now, gender, like actual physical thing, I feel like is unarguable.
True enough.
And
There's
people-
only two.
But I thought that's what we were talking about. I thought that's what we were talking
No, we're talking about the people that think they're. I don't know.
We
I
don't-
Anyway, there's people out there like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They're whatever, and technically they're.
I feel like-
still
I feel
one or
like
the other.
They're like
I feel
the
like-
swirl cone at Dairy Queen.
I feel like
or is that it something to do with race?
It's like an Oreo.
It's like, no.
Number one
have you
ice
seen
cream.
the cookies and cream flavored Oreos?
Yeah, they seem
It's
delicious.
Oreo flavored Oreos, basically what that
It
is.
seems really good. I would buy it.
That's what an Oreo is, though.
But like, I honestly I would just buy like the cookies and cream filling for that.
Just eat Oreo filling.
Oh, it'd be delicious.
So bad for you.
Yeah, it would be death, like incarnate. It would be so bad. Oh, it's really sad that delicious things are so bad for you.
Oh, there's meat. Meat is tasty.
Meat is tasty, but like sweet things. I'm
Oh yeah, sweet things are usually bad for you because of sugar.
Yeah, I'm Norwegian, so carbs and sugar are like the best things ever to us. So family makes cookies like on a bi-weekly basis.
You don't make cookies very often.
Oh man, cookies are the
You know what's the
lifeblood.
bun? Brie pizza.
Ooh.
Have you ever? You know what brie cheese is, though.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I love
delicious.
brie.
What?
Do you know what brie cheese is?
No.
It's a kind of liquidy cheese that
It's not liquid.
slightly can be slightly.
It's
liquid.
very soft. But it's
What communist?
got like a layer of mold on the outside.
What communist country are you from?
It's from France.
Yeah.
Of course, these cheese-eating surrender monkeys. Oh my god.
The cheese-eating surrender monkeys. That's so...
That's a quote from
Although what I love is
Simpsons.
that Costco imports one from France,
Really?
so it's actually good. The
Agreed.
American version is crap.
Still
Well,
pretty good.
I mean,
No, the American brie cheese is terrible.
if you don't like it, you're basically communist.
But cheese is delicious.
Cheese
Can we
is
just say
delicious.
that
That's
cheese
a-
is like
oh, okay,
the best.
okay.
I'm sorry if you're lactose intolerant.
But okay, funny thing I saw. It was this whole making fun of like, oh, how white people have no culture and everything, and they're like,
We have cheese as a culture.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's one thing that white people do have that is culture, and that is cheese.
Cheese and yogurt.
Cheese.
Yogurt.
Cheese, we have pie. That is entirely
American.
American.
Pizza is American.
Yep.
No.
As much as people try to say it's Italian, or
Or American pizza.
pizza as it is today is American.
Is American, yes.
But like pure Italian where it's tomato sauce with like circles of mozzarella and tomato.
Yeah, but
That is
pizza
Italian.
was started by Italians just in the U.S.
Yeah.
But it was still American.
But it's
Yeah.
American.
But like
That's American.
I saw the whole video trying to bash on how like, oh, white people doesn't have any culture, so they're trying to steal everyone else's. And it's like, we have cheese. What are you talking about? We are the most cultured of people.
I feel like part of our culture is
We also have
finding out other people's cultures and enjoying their culture. It's not
So-
like
so-
stealing it. It's
so
like
really,
they have
we-
cool things and we like that.
and then munging it together
and
with
munging
other
it together.
things.
That's part of our culture is exploring other cultures.
So really, we are the most culturally diverse and most accepting of people.
Yes, especially
Well-
since we have the culture of
Shut up!
kombucha, which is technically a live culture. So and it is
Norway has
American.
culture. So does Finland.
Yeah.
Finland has a good rally culture if you're into cars.
We also have cheese culture and yogurt culture.
We have cheese.
The white girl culture.
Remember, guys.
The basic white girl, yeah, we do, and it's based out of Seattle. Thank you, Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Oh, can we talk about that for a sec? How ridiculous and widespread Starbucks is, and just like the white girl
Oh,
stereotypical. Ooh, pumpkin spice latte. Ooh.
Things I love coffee, but I'm not super into like pumpkin spice.
You have a problem.
I'm triggered. I'm not super into like pumpkin. I just enjoy coffee.
Just black coffee.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you make the coffee right, it can actually taste really good. And if you have a quality bean, it tastes really good.
Yeah, I'm from Seattle and I don't like coffee.
See, I think
So-
if you enjoy coffee, you should be drinking it black because that's coffee, not sugar and sweeteners and stuff.
Yeah. Also,
That's like
not terribly unhealthy for you, just as it is. It's basically a tea.
yeah,
Like, made
coffee
out
is
of
basically
bean.
tea, just made out of a different plant, not leaves.
Yeah.
And so it's not.
It's-
Coffee is not unhealthy.
Coffee's
Mixed sugar drinks from Starbucks are unhealthy.
Remember, guys, coffee originally was from camel urine or something like that. You know that whole thing.
Didn't it come from?
It was like
Middle
monkeys.
Eastern
It was,
areas,
yeah,
though?
it was monkeys that ate beans and then shit them out.
Yeah, and then put into coffee, which is very odd.
Yeah.
It seems a little disgusting.
It's basically
That's how they
a.
roasted them.
That's why they roasted them. Yeah.
That's how they roasted them.
They just put it.
They just
Oh,
put
they,
it
they have a monkey. They put it on a spit, and
It's terrible.
hey, you got coffee ground,
Hey, coffee grounds. Hey.
pre-roasted.
Oh, that's
Pre-roasted. Because it's from the Middle East.
Oh my god. So,
It's terrible.
oh, I don't like very much at Starbucks personally,
Same.
even though I'm
I'm not
from
used to
Seattle.
it.
I usually get like a white hot chocolate. It is.
That's what happened when we went there.
Yeah, it is so good. It's basically milk that tastes like white chocolate, and it is the best. It's a white chocolate steamer.
Didn't you say that it's cheaper here?
Yeah, but it's also probably tax.
No.
No, we have no
we don't have
tax.
sales tax.
I know, but
Oh, you're
Seattle
saying in
does,
Seattle it's
Oh.
tax, yeah.
which means like, but also
You'll save when you're from
Technically-
because it's a bigger area.
Yeah.
yeah, technically, like the steamers are generally less expensive just because it's milk.
Well, I know that like the green tea frappuccino, which is the thing that I enjoy from Starbucks because I don't get coffee at Starbucks. I get weird sugary things. Is like for a venti, it's like $4.20, $4.25, something like that.
Yeah, and we got 2 venti white hot chocolates and a pumpkin grande pumpkin spice latte for like $13.
Because my mom's a white girl.
She is.
She is.
That- I mean, sure.
I mean, she gave birth to me.
I mean,
And you're mainly white, but you are
You're-
much darker
you're
than
white?
everyone else in this room.
yeah.
So
It's because I go outside.
I turn like
It's 'cause-
I've got like kind of like a grayish tint. I'm like dying.
Also, this man is very Northern European,
I am.
and you're very Northern European.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
Eastern Central kind of.
No, Poland does not count as Eastern Central.
It's
That's
Eastern.
Northern European.
No, it's Eastern.
Yeah, but it's northeastern.
And then German is sort of central.
See, I'm very Eastern Southern European, and so
I'm central northern.
I have
I'm like
slightly
I'm up
darker,
towards that.
slightly darker pigment than.
that is true enough. So
Although it's funny because like my brother's like the whitest one. I mean, he looks English. And there's me in the middle, and my sister. So like my sister looks like Turkish.
she does.
She does. So she looks like Turkish. I'm like sort of like an Italian person looking, and then my brother just looks English.
That's like Eastern Europe. That's like
We
Western.
like gray.
That's
across
West.
Europe.
Italy is more like Western south.
But it's like south.
West Southern. Yes.
Very south.
Yeah.
So there's a
So,
gradient in
There's
your
a
family.
gradient of like the children, because my dad's the one that looks very Eastern European. My mom looks very
White.
white, and so
White.
they're like gradients from me to my sister, or from my brother to my sister.
It's really amusing.
If you see my brother sometime and you like see us all next to each other,
Oh
you'll
my
see
gosh.
Yeah, technically you are from like the darkest place in Europe.
Yeah.
So I'm from Norway. We're basically white, like pure
I'm
white.
from Sweden and
This
Poland
kid wears
and
white.
German.
I like how the two whitest people here are wearing white T-shirts to make them.
It was not
And English.
coordinated. Not coordinated.
And English too. So
yeah, I have.
I'm like that northern part of Europe. Northern and eastern part of Europe is where I'm from, basically.
Yeah, I have Norwegian and Irish, both types of
Hey, Irish and I'm Irish and Scottish. So
and
I've
I have a
got.
smidgen of Russian in
little
me, too,
tiny bit of
I'm probably.
German, probably.
I'm probably basically Russian because I'm
but I'm
Polish.
fairly German too, but I'm very Hungarian.
Okay, fun fact.
Well, you're just generally hungry, so
I mean that's true.
Yeah, no, I'm probably part Russian because Poland got invaded so many times.
Dude, that's
by
kind of
Russia.
like me. It's like I'm part.
It's like I probably am. Like if I looked back, I could probably find like, oh yeah, they raped this person, and I'm related to the, because that's Russia in a nutshell. They wouldn't rape other countries.
no, that's Genghis Khan.
No, that's Russia.
Same thing.
In World War II, when they were
True enough.
pushing and
True
they
enough.
raped everyone.
Yeah.
The Germans, the Poles, worse
like,
than the Germans actually, like surprisingly.
Yeah, but the
Actual
actual
the
rape
Germans wanted,
Yeah,
invasion is
Genghis Khan.
Genghis
mainly.
Khan.
The thing is, the Germans wanted to reproduce more Germans, not more other people. And
Yeah.
the Russians were just.
The Russians were just
They were just
they were
horny.
just drunk while they were going
They
through
were just horny drunk people, which is
Yeah.
not terribly uncommon,
in Russia
or anywhere,
or anywhere.
for that matter. They're just all extremely horny and drunk.
Yeah,
They're just perpetually drunk.
they're just perpetually drunk.
Unlike Ireland, they're perpetually drunk and horny, while Ireland
is
is
perpetually,
just perpetually
drunk,
drunk
and stupid.
and fun. Actually, they're really cool over there.
Fun fact about the Irish potato famine. Let's talk about Ireland.
Sure, fire away.
The whole reason the potato voice crack. The whole reason the potato famine happened is because they planted, and this is going to get onto plants and
Biology.
what's the term? Like
Monoculture.
monocultures. Well, I forgot that. And
Monospecies,
basically, they
monoculture.
planted one type of potato, the white one,
The white one.
the one that you find in Idaho nowadays.
Triggered.
It's like the only potato they planted.
Well, actually, that species of potato is dead now, thanks to that.
It
Technically.
is technically dead,
but it's very similar to
it's
that.
very similar to that. And so they only grew that potato. And if they,
Diversified.
had multiple kinds of potatoes, famine would have never happened.
Yeah, but it was a potato blight, so it just shrunk them and made them basically inedible.
Well, and it killed one kind of potato.
Yeah, and
That's why you don't have one kind of potato.
and then actually, so that is not necessarily the whole thing that caused that. Is just like the UK, which ruled Ireland at the time, is super really mean, and they just were really kind of because there was a lot of Catholics in Southern Ireland in the Republic that were and the UK just kind of suppressed them and made them kind of outcasts from the Lutheran Northern Ireland people, because this was when the British were ruled by
Protestants.
Protestants. Thank you.
There you go.
They just repressed them a lot, and they were kind of racist against, not racist, but like did not like
Ouch,
the Catholics at all. There's two sports in Ireland really that are Irish sports. There's
Soccer.
Gaelic football and
Soccer.
hurling.
I thought curling
Gaelic
was a Canadian
football
thing.
Soccer.
is a different thing, actually.
And soccer.
And soccer. They
And
don't.
soccer.
You mean football?
I mean soccer.
No, they actually call it soccer
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
because they have Gaelic football, and hurling. Both of those.
Hurling or curling?
Hurling, which
Okay, 'cause
is.
I thought you said curling at first.
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
not
like,
curling. It's hurling, and
Is that where they throw logs?
no, they have.
Because I know that's something they do.
It's like a field
Scotland.
hockey stick, but they have a ball, and the ball has to stay on there, and they have to bounce it on the ball to get into the goal, kind of like lacrosse of sorts.
I've seen
But
that, yeah.
it's really cool. The sticks are amazing. They're basically indestructible. And oh god, it's so cool. But Gaelic football, so that was the only sport created for political reasons, because the British outlawed hurley sticks, which are the sticks used in hurling, because they looked like weapons and they could be used as weapons, and they didn't want that because they actually do have a sharp edge, so you can pick up the ball. So they basically changed it into Gaelic football, which is with a ball about this big, and it's basically the same rules as hurling, except with a ball and no stick. It's just out of spite that they created a game, and I think that's amazing. There's the only sport created for political game, and it's like, yes. And it's actually, it's a really cool sport, When I visited there,
I need to go to Europe.
yeah, it's super
You
fun.
don't want to anymore.
Oh yeah, it's ruined now.
It's basically in ruins. The only place you want to go is Poland,
Why?
because there's no refugees there.
You could also go to Israel.
You could go to Israel. Well, if you want to get bombed.
Or Ireland.
No, they have
Ireland
good
is
security.
amazing.
I'm joking, of course. Ireland's okay.
It's a lot of fun. It'd be so much more fun now because I'm of legal drinking age and I could actually go into
Hey,
the
guess
bars.
Canada.
Just go to Canada.
I do.
But their culture is so much more fun.
True. Although Canada can be fun. I'm going there this
Yeah,
summer.
they have really interesting bowling.
Canada?
Canada
Oh, I just
is
go.
a weird place.
I just go to Calgary, enjoy food,
Yeah, I want to go.
enjoy okay beer that's overpriced, and I want to. This year when I want to go to some music stores
Oh yeah.
because it'd be fun to go to a city with more like pawnee shop stuff and look for some cool stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
cheaper. And,
Well, technically not necessarily.
Well,
although also with our dollar right now,
Yeah.
and you just sneak it back.
as you two rich people enjoy your trips, I'm going to be working hard this summer. Cause
I plan on working
I'm
this summer.
getting a job.
I thought I'm working too.
I plan on working this winter.
I'm
Back
not.
to taco time.
No.
Uh,
I'm not working this winter. That's not enough time to work.
you have about a month.
That's not enough time to work.
I'm gonna ski
Money's
most
money.
of the month.
Ski bum.
I'm not a ski bum. I actually go to school
It's funny. I've actually met people who go here
to ski.
just to ski. They don't actually go to any of their classes. They just go here to get reduced housing, and then go ski.
Are they even applied for any classes?
Yeah. You have
Huh.
to, otherwise you're kicked out of the dorm.
Yeah, it doesn't really. That's a curiosity.
It's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this on
That's
money?
part of the people that are just wasting money. And,
Yeah, back.
I mean, I understand if you love to ski.
Didn't mean to loop it back to that, but
We're back on the wasting of money.
Or we could go to skiing.
We could go to skiing.
Do you guys snowboard?
I do not. I
do both,
ski.
actually.
I'm not a heathen.
I snowboard.
Steven doesn't do it very much.
I don't either.
I
That's what
don't,
do.
but I'm pretty good at it.
It's not like he had a parent that was into it.
No, I did. I had my father's really good at it.
Although, how much does he ski now?
Not very much now. It's really the main issue I dropped out of it is I used to do a lot of skiing up to 4th or 5th grade, and then it became way too expensive to actually go skiing.
Yeah.
And that's when the kind of the housing market crash happened and the whole
Yeah.
and a lot of people and a lot of banks got bailed out and surprise my mom lost her job there. Feels bad.
My dad was good about living under his pay grade, and so the housing crash never affected us.
Well, it wasn't really the housing crash. It's just that the banks collapsed with the housing crash, and my mom worked for a bank, and
And that's a problem.
that's the real issue. So it's
The
like
perks of working in the medical field is you always have a job.
because there's
You're like-
always people who are hurt.
Yep.
Because there's always stupid people in the world. That's
That-
what your dad lives on is stupid people doing stupid things. Really.
Yeah,
And
talking about people doing stupid things and parents. So my dad was a huge skier. He did apprenticeship and then basically like ran wild for like 4 years. He went to Australia and worked there for a bit, then came back and skied a lot. And one of the things in Seattle that was there was called the Slush Bowl. And it was for skiing, and it was on a lake at the bottom of a hill, and they built a ramp, and you would go off and go into the water.
Oh,
Sounds
we have
fun.
something similar.
Well, we
But
have-
it's cold, and it's called slush because it was in the late spring, right as the ice on the lake was starting to melt.
It was just slush.
So yeah, basically slush. You go down, up. Try not to die.
See,
Try not to
here
get drowned in the lake.
in Montana, we have this thing called a pond skin, which they do in
Yeah.
other places, but
Yeah.
they basically just make a pond in the snow. It's super late season, so it's like
Yeah.
40 degrees, and you try and ski across it.
Yeah, and if you fall,
You get wet.
yeah, that's
I
about
kind
it.
of want to do it this year.
A little cold.
I'm
It's
still,
not that bad. It's like 40 degrees outside.
Sure enough.
I'm still too
Or
poor
50.
to go skiing. Feels bad.
Understandable. I don't want to go skiing or snowboarding just because it's so expensive. I'd rather spend it on
yeah.
cardboard, which I can get back. So
In case you're wondering what cardboard is,
I play Magic the
It's
Gathering, and
cards.
it's kind of addicting. Yeah, I spent a lot on that.
He's a nerd.
Yeah, totally why I'm here. But yeah, I really wouldn't go skiing because it's like a day of fun compared to how much is it? Like 200 or something?
$300 I've seen.
For a day?
It's crazy.
oh, for a day? No, for a day it's like
It's
$40.
like $40 or $50.
But still, like
up where we used to.
When I have a season's pass.
It's like $500.
Well, and because I got the student discount and my dad bought it with his, mine was $200 off. So it was like $280
Sure
for a
enough.
season pass.
Boy!
Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to go enough. Cause
Well, and the thing is,
Hey-
I'm gonna live here
yeah,
in December, so I have a whole month to ski, and all I have to do to actually make up the pass is ski like 12 days.
yeah, and also
Yeah,
marching
it's-
band kind of like hoses Fridays. Like
Oh, yeah.
I could have gone to multiple parties on Fridays. It was like I have a game tomorrow that I have to be up at 9 for.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, this weekend's great because we don't have any band stuff.
Yeah,
and
but there's
taking
no
adva-
parties.
I'm taking advantage to do nothing because
Feels
I gotta write. Shit. I gotta write a lot of things.
Yeah, same.
I've gotta
make a
like
PowerPoint for.
make a schedule for
that,
next semester, which I haven't done yet.
Oh, I need
Yes.
to do that too.
Yes, I do too.
Oh man. I need to sign. I didn't get an advisor meeting. Did you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're perfectly fine. You can just walk in. They
Oh.
might be open today, actually.
I actually
Probably
don't
not
care.
do that.
I don't.
Well, do you know what you
doesn't-
need?
Yeah, I've got.
Do you have
the-
your core?
I've got the little flow chart thing.
Yeah.
So they that's the thing with the physics department here. They just are like, here's the flow chart for everything you'll need for the 4 years. Yeah, good luck.
See, I don't really get much choices. I just get to choose core electives.
Yeah, that's basically me.
For my art credit, I'm going to take Intro to Music Composition.
Oh, I'm probably either going to be taking for that, either intro to acting for non-majors or
I almost thought about that.
Here's what-
music appreciation because my horn teacher is a teacher.
Wait,
So
music appreciation's a class? What do you even do for that?
You listen to music and the kind of final because he's my horn teacher. I know he was working on it when I came in for a lesson. And he was like, "Oh, this is the final. They got to recognize 20 different pieces of music by sound."
That doesn't
I'm
sound
like-
that hard.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. You just
Although
get
I'd
to
rather
listen to
do music composition because I have an interest in...
But also, I want to
Making
see.
my
I
own
want like
music.
minimum time for this,
Same.
so I
Same.
don't know.
But I also want to, like, get better at
Minimum homework.
making music.
I've already got 8 credits laid out because I've got one.
Well, I've
class
got
that's
my
4.
cores.
I've got another class that's 4, And then I'm basically that's basically all I need to take for these 2 years is a calc class and a physics class.
Well, and
Yeah, I'm finishing up with Calc 2 next semester and Chem 143.
see, next
So basically
semester I'm
that's
just
gonna be-
taking.
those are the credits that are worthwhile.
Physics
And everything
2.
else is knocking out core.
yeah.
See, I call core like the things required for my major, which is not what they are. So like I have to take chemistry, math, or chemistry, calculus, 2, and
Yeah. Can you request a teacher?
I think so.
Yeah,
Because Amelia would be great.
Amelia's hilarious.
Our math teacher is from Australia,
But she loves being American.
and she loves being American, and it's
really
very
funny.
amusing. We have a more patriotic Australian as a teacher than almost any
Teacher I've ever
actual
had.
American teacher.
Honestly, she's more patriotic than almost every teacher I've ever had except for Armstrong.
she's like, I love this place.
We both had a teacher
who literally for an entire month of U.S. history, just the entire unit of like Vietnam, Korea, anything like having to do with Asia in U.S. history, he was just like, oh, these dang check gums. Gotta take out the dang check gums. So many dang check gums. What are you, some sort of check gum?
Oh my!
That's all he did. It was hilarious. Well, actually, for World War II, for Japan, he was like he screamed "bonsai" for an entire day and a half. He screamed "bonsai."
Wow!
He was like "bonsai" and everything.
He was trying to make a point
Yeah.
about. I think part of it is saying how like as much as dropping nuclear bombs on people was not fun, was kind of necessary for World War II.
Yeah, he was making a point and everything. And more importantly, was in battles class, he also did the dang
The bonsai.
Chaikons and
And
the
the bonsai.
bonsai. It was hilarious. Oh man, he also had us build, not my class, because we were a bunch of pussies.
Sure enough.
They were a bunch of stupid kids, and they didn't put in any effort. So the
There's less
classes
stupid kids,
before,
right?
though, he had the class build a shanty for the Great Depression.
Oh, and they had class outside.
They built a Hooverville, and they have class outside.
And this is
during the
winter.
winter.
So it could be 20 degrees or 10 or
Negative
15.
10.
And they're having class outside.
Or negative 10, you know.
Well, it seems fun. If you can, why not?
Yeah, well, they also played a
I think
stock...
he probably got in trouble for that, and that's why he stopped doing it.
No, he did it the year after mine.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
No.
It's the other thing was he did a stock market game before that. The stock market game basically was if you lost, you went out to the curb, and you had to like beg for money, quote unquote. So he gave you a sign and like a hat or whatever, and you had to go out and sit at the curb. It was funny. Everyone was watching from inside where it was nice and warm, and this was also during the winter.
Well, a lot of things that happen during the winter.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Because winter is 3/4 of the year.
Best part though was World War I with the paper ball fights. Oh man, those were great.
Those are great. Those are good times.
Okay.
We like put chairs up on each side of the room, and then
We
like,
made a trench with chairs.
try and hit
threw
people on the
paper
other
balls.
side with paper balls. And if you got hit, you died.
Gotcha.
It was great.
But no one actually
And he played
died.
like metal music.
He
and it
played.
was great.
He played metal music. He played.
imprisoning me.
No, he played like Sabaton, Powerwolf. He played Rammstein. That was his main one. He played Rammstein. I recognized a few Sabaton songs. So, but more importantly
It's like
was
the Celtic
he
metal or
also
whatever.
he also played just straight up war sounds of war is what the playlist was called. And it was just bombs dropping. It was guns going off. It was just all these noises.
Remember we were taking a test and he played
Yeah.
the Pacific soundtrack?
Yeah,
That's such a good soundtrack.
that is such a good soundtrack. But he played like he played a cat puking up the Shrek 2 or whatever with the cat, the hairball one. He played that for an entire test once.
Why?
Because you gotta regurgitate things onto this test or whatever. I don't know. He had a point at the time. He was crazy,
He's
but
one
he
of
looked
our-
crazy.
One of our most unique teachers.
He's my favorite teacher.
Didn't he like have someone come into his home and he like hurt them?
No,
I thought he said he had someone like come into his home.
I don't know.
I think someone did.
I don't know, but here's the one thing I will say: if that school ever gets shot up, the one class I would have ever wanted to be in was his
Armstrong's.
class because He's so crazy. He's got like swords, baseball bats. He's got all these different like makeshift weapons
Probably gotta
and
go
real
there.
weapons. He's got makeshift weapons and real weapons to defend the classroom. No one who actually has been at that school and had his class is gonna go in and try and shoot up that room because he knows Armstrong will just pounce them and kill them. Like, not even kidding. Not a second thought. Probably would just like go full
think
on,
about
just
that
like,
school.
just like. Just dead. He'd just chop their head off. He would do something like that because he's that good kind of crazy. But it's like anyone who knows wouldn't go to that room. They'd be like, I'm gonna stay away from there. he'd pull the Vietnam thing and hide in the ceiling tiles or whatever, drop down and stab him or whatever. I don't know. It'd be something like that.
Gotcha.
Although most people in that school have knives anyway.
Yeah.
True enough.
So-
It is Montana. It makes
Yeah, but
sense.
what's gonna win, a knife or a sword?
If the knife's big enough.
He's got a sword like this long. Do you think he's gonna lose?
Okay, I think we go to our closing segment. We're gonna be playing a game called The Onion or Not the Onion. No, I got it.
You got onion stuff?
I got it.
Oh, he's
So
prepared.
today is gonna be
So list
Caleb
off,
versus Steven.
list off
Are we
all
gonna-
the
are we gonna have,
articles
like,
first.
tallies?
Nah,
Who wins?
there's a lot of them.
No,
So-
just list off the 3 articles first, and then
Can we do-
There's
can we
gonna be,
do
it's gonna be out of 5.
Can we do 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1?
What do you mean?
2 reals and 2 fakes? Or 1 real and 2 fakes?
Well, I don't know. That's how it works.
Okay.
I'm gonna be asking you guys if it's real or not, and you guys are gonna have to tell me.
staying out of the picture.
Okay.
No, come on. Okay.
Meta.
So there is now an app that tells you if McDonald's ice cream machine is broken.
Yes, true.
It's real. What's the other article? I should probably hear the other article.
Yeah,
first.
list all the articles.
No,
I
we're
don't
doing
know.
every other.
It's
Is it real? Real article?
it is real.
Oh, so that was a tie.
Called it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're 1 and 1. Next question.
Hey, look this way at the camera.
Puerto Rico calls for aid, and Gondor will answer.
That.
I'm gonna go with not real.
I'm gonna go with real.
Okay.
It is real,
Oh wow.
I win.
and it is Puerto Rico is in dire need for help. Their island has been devastated by multiple hurricanes.
Yeah.
And due to unprecedented situation, they're asking for help.
Who's Gondor?
Go-
In this sense, I know who Gondor is. I'm
probably
not
a meme.
uncultured swine.
Yeah, and it's based off donations.
Oh, okay. So it's like a funding thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys might have seen this one. I know I saw it, but I'm not going to do that. Oh no!
I do a really
it's-
bad job
it's
of
too
reading
good.
the news.
It's
so.
too good. People are stumped by a mysterious wood penis erected in the Alps.
I honestly believe it.
It's not real.
It's real.
It is real.
Yeah, we're tied again.
Yeah, I saw this one online earlier. and it's-
Really?
Yeah. Look at it.
That seems like.
Just a mysterious wood penis shaped.
Put that up on the
thing.
screen later. That's great.
Okay, 2 more.
That's crazy.
I
I didn't think that one would be real.
Honestly, that's so random. I don't know how someone could think of that.
I could.
I mean, obviously, someone had to think to erect a wood penis. And by erect, I mean build, not actually erect one.
erect a big wooden penis. Well, you
Okay.
can say he's got wood.
Tension grows over
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
treat will be axed from Little Debbie's roster. Little Debbie is
Yeah.
Who's Little Debbie?
it's a food company that make like Twinkies and
I'm
pies
gonna
and things.
say that it's true.
Honestly, I don't know. Can you repeat the article name again?
Tension grows over which treat will be axed from Little Debbie's roster.
Honestly, I believe that. I think that's real.
Is it?
It is real.
Okay.
Actual
It wasn't as good as the
no, sadly.
penis one.
No.
Penis ones are always better.
You have more?
I do. I have a
Awesome.
bunch.
Just have more.
50-minute section.
I gotta win this.
Ooh. Okay, so
Edit in the robot's
Priests.
oof sound.
or no priests or
What?
priests. Which one do you want? Do you want to talk about priests?
Just do one. Just do one.
Or
Just say one.
Just say one.
okay,
Doesn't matter.
let's do priests then. Priests told to stop calling bishops spineless nerds and psychopathic half-wits.
Ooh. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna go with real.
I'm gonna go with not real.
It is real.
Why are you only reading real ones?
I'm learning that
Because they're so good.
in today's age, if you wanna guess whether it's real or not, pick the one that's less real.
Yeah, it is. Very
Just
true.
the term nerd. I just didn't think. No, wait.
Psychopathic nerds.
No. Like the psychopath, I'm fine with, but it's like nerd.
Psychopathic nerd.
How? Why nerd?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So here's one. Doctors discover the purpose of the appendix.
That just sounds like a normal article.
That's false. It's not real.
It is not real.
Yes.
It is about containing the human soul. It's an Onion article. Okay.
That's the thing about the Onion these days is they make such realistic sounding
They make
names.
such good quality articles that it's like, is that real?
Well, and it sounds like a realistic topic nowadays.
Yeah. Well, with what's coming out in the news anymore, it's like it's more reliable than CNN.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay. Obama sinks family savings into developing presidential tabletop game.
Honestly, doubt it.
I'm gonna say true.
It is false.
Yes.
Onion.
Gosh dang. Still tired.
Yep.
We're gonna be here for 5 more hours until we.
Okay, so I didn't want to add these up. I might do it in post, but this will be the last one.
Whoever wins it wins it.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta think about this one. Focus face. Perpetual.
There is a lack of I voted stickers for election day lamented by women's group.
Please repeat that.
Lack of I voted stickers for election day lamented by women's group.
Honestly, sounds real.
If I
Honestly.
go with real, it's a tie. And if it's really real, it's a tie.
And then we'll do one until you guys disagree.
Or if I say it's not real,
You could lose, but you could die.
I could win.
You could win too.
That sounds real.
It is real. It's on the Stamford Advocate.
I win. Well, that didn't. Yes. There's some logic for you. I basically just have to choose whichever one you choose until I know it's not real. Until I know the actual answer. So yeah, guys, staying up till 3:30. Is that a good idea? And then waking up at 9.
Totally.
Totally a good idea.
Okay. Stranger Things 2 creators says keen viewers will notice twinge of disappointment hidden in every scene.
I have no idea. I don't watch Stranger Things.
So what's your guess?
You go first. I went first in this one.
That is true.
I'm gonna say it's not real.
I'm gonna go with it's not real.
It is not real.
Dang.
You guys have to choose something, please.
I knew that one and he didn't, so I was like, dang. I knew it too.
Okay.
I was like, oh,
The
that's
desire to win is great.
Court rules request for lawyer dog too ambiguous.
I'm honestly gonna go with real.
not real.
It is real. Yes! It is real.
Winner.
It is on the hill.
The hell?
Yeah.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know.
Too ambiguous.
What's it
Louisiana
about?
Supreme Court won't hear an appeal from a man who claimed he told police during an interview to just give me a lawyer dog, with a justice saying the request was ambiguous. Defendant, however, claimed he invoked his right to counsel in a second police interview and said, "If y'all think I did it, I know that I didn't, I didn't do it, so why don't you just give me a dog lawyer? Because this is not what's up."
That is so broken.
Yeah. It's amazing.
No wonder.
No wonder.
It sounded too fake to be like.
Yeah, it really did. But then again, The Onion makes like really good things. They're very grammatically correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounded too fake to be like
The Onion.
Too fake.
It sounded too poorly written to be The Onion.
Yeah, they do really well with
They
their
do.
things. It's very rare that they make things awful. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, I'm Peter.
tuning in.
Tuning in.
I am Caleb.
Yes.
I'm Steven.
It's been a good time.
And this has been PC-ish. Thanks.
Sure. Bye.